What is going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Peter Roberts. Blessed and thankful to be here with you guys today. Feeling great on this Friday. Ready to talk about some things. If you guys want to know how to deal with rejection, how to be a young business owner, and how to not be looked down upon, this is the video for you. So thank you for tuning in, and more importantly, let's get it going. So, as a young student and a young business owner, I've been in situations where people discredit you, people just say, hey, I don't know if you can do the job. I don't know if you're able or capable. And that can be a little disheartening, but more importantly, I want to tell you guys how to handle that, how I personally handle that, and what I did to combat that, fuel that, and project that into more sales, more revenue, and more business. So more importantly, let's get going with this. So, at a young age, I started a lawn and landscaping company, and now I'm working to a social media marketing agency as well. So dove into this whole business world at a young age. I've been in situations, I've been at properties, estimating jobs, I've been at locations trying to tell and sell jobs as well. And as a young student, I have big companies competing with me. I have a lot of business that came by word of mouth, and more importantly, I would just go out there and try to get and sell as much work as I could. But there was times when I would step on jobs and I could see that the customer or the client was already switched off because they thought I was too young. They thought, hey, this guy maybe does not have much knowledge in this field. I don't know if we should go with him. And I could sense the moment I stepped out of my truck or the moment I approached the building that this person saw me and they just instantly turned off. So there's times like that when you're going to be going in your life and you're going to see that this person is unsellable. They just are automatically turned off. They're not going to care, listen, and you can see that their interest in their voice and their tone and their body language is not there. And they just believe, and they're going to try to question you. They're going to try to put you in positions to really see if you know what you're doing. But there's times when you answer these questions and you really shape and reform their minds. So I'm going to leave that into a second part. But more importantly, if someone turns off and someone is not able to cope and understand what you're doing or what your process is and that you can accomplish a job no matter what the task is in business, and they're just unsellable, then just leave. Just don't waste your time selling or trying to convince someone, because it's not going to work, and more importantly, it's going to bite you and not help you. Secondly, let's say that you do have the opportunity, you feel it's going well, and they ask you, what are ways that I can check your credibility? What are the ways that I can know that I'm going to pay you for a service, you're going to provide me value, and you're going to help grow, and you're just going to do what you say you do? What are ways? Not only is testimonials very powerful, but if you don't have testimonials, what do? What if you don't have them other prior work to show or tell them what you can do? What do? Well, you can say you're being mentored by someone. One thing that I would say is that, hey, when I'm starting on this social media marketing, is that I've learned from this mentor. Maybe I didn't have a mentor, or maybe I kind of fluffed on that. But I would say, hey, I have an online mentor. It was my own personal education stuff, and I just learned and I knew what I had to say and tell him. And in your selling skills, you tell him, hey, yo, my personal mentor, he told me in this process of a Facebook ad, you want to target this demographic. Or my mentor showed me that, hey, if you're building or trying to sell this service, it's best to go after this type of market or niche. And there's things like that you can throw in there. There's little tips and tactics that I've learned over time that allow me to sell and create more jobs coming in. And if it doesn't work out, they still left, and I kind of schooled them. It's one of the best things that I can do is when you establish your power and your credibility in a quick hand-to-hand combat conversation, or even it's on like a Skype chat or something like that, you want to not back down. You want to be able to say that, hey, maybe that job's not for me anymore, because they're going to try to wheel and deal. They're going to try to get as much out of you as you can as a young person who's hustling, trying to grind. And if you're just starting your agency, or you're just starting your service business, or whatever your business is in the world, they're going to try to see if they can get you the best deal. They're going to see if you know your value. They're going to test you and test you and test you. And there's things that I just know is that once you test, you can fail a few tests, but once you start failing tests, you know that you have to change your strategy a little bit. And that takes time to understand that, hey, I'm going to have to be changing up things. I'm going to have to be going in certain directions. And if someone asks me to do another service that's not in the scope of work or service description, I'm going to have to say no. They want to load and load and load your plate because they think you're young. They think you can handle it all. And they believe that, hey, this guy really wants to work for me, he's gonna have to do what I want. But as a business owner, you gotta say that they're working for you. That you have to reposition that, hey, you're coming on my team. I'm gonna provide you a quality service. I'm gonna provide you a way to track your revenue, to grow your business, to create more income for yourself. So why don't I provide an offer to you that you can't resist, not you providing an offer to me? So you have to do, secondly, is switch up that counter punch. You gotta believe that you're coming there with more value to help them, that you're going there to offer a service that you really personally don't need, but they definitely need. And they need to have this in their business to hopefully scale their business and grow their business, and they're not flipping it on you. They're not going to say, well, if you have this business, what are you going to get out of it? What are you going to get out of this? You got to flip that around. You got to say, hey, I have this quality service. I have a testimonial, or if I don't have a testimonial, I would love to offer you something in return. And more importantly, I want to show you that I can provide you a quality service and that you're not going to do much. You're going to sit back at your desk. I'm going to show you analytic reports. I'm going to show you how your money is going to work. And more importantly, I'm not going to waste your dollar. I'm not going to waste your time, and I'm not going to waste your money, because no business owner likes to have their money wasted. And that's kind of what I've learned as well as why it's harder to sell jobs, because when you're young, they don't know if they can trust you with your money. They don't know if you understand the value of money, and they don't know if you're going to waste their money. And more importantly, that scares any business owner, myself. If you're selling, I do a lot of other small things that I sell and buy. If you give your money away, it's so much easier to know that they're gonna do something productive with it. They're gonna be in the hands, and they're really stable. They have established themselves, and they know that they aren't gonna waste your money. And there's just times where they just believe that you're gonna waste their money. Don't waste their money. Provide quality results. Create a very fair value, and more importantly, don't tell them expectations that you can't achieve. And don't sell them on things that you can't achieve. Don't go into a business and say, hey, I'm gonna get this going, and this is what's going to happen. But then they pay you, they provide you the honest dollar, they tell you, hey, this is what you're going to do for me. Okay, let's get this result. Then what do you do when you don't achieve that result? What do you do when you don't hit that mark or that benchmark in your business and that service that you're providing? What do? You have nothing to rely on. You told this man, woman, business owner that, hey, I'm gonna get you this result. And what happens when you don't receive that for them and you don't achieve that for them? They're gonna come back to you and say, hey, I don't know if I can provide your service. Yes, you're young and you sold me pretty well, but you kind of just lied to me a little bit there. You told me that you can get me this result. I'm very worried if I can continue to do business with you. And that's one thing I've learned as well, is that have lower expectations at first when you're going into something. Blow them a wine. Have that mind-blowing effect. It's like, when it was your birthday party, you would have that cake, or you would have that present. You could see it wrapped up. It's a small little present, little guy like this. You go, it's nothing. You open it up and you start to see it, and it's the freaking best present ever. You're like, wow, this is something I've always wanted. I don't know how my mom or dad bought this for me, but I had no clue that this was gonna happen. This was like the present that I've always wanted, and that's kind of what you guys want to do. These little knacks and things that you do in your life are gonna want to transpire into your business. So offer a lower and more standardized evaluation. Don't blow out of the water. Say, hey, the first month, just on organic posting, you're gonna get 10,000 likes. You're gonna get 10,000 posts with me. Or you come with my service, I'm gonna transform your whole yard, and I'm not gonna experience any hiccups. It's just a matter of telling them that, be honest. Say, maybe I'll get you 200 likes for a week's posts. I'm gonna get you some comments as well. I'm gonna get some engagement, and even run my first paid ad for you. We're gonna get a lot more engagement. We're gonna get a little more traffic as well. Whatever your service is, just say, have a fair benchmark. And then when you show them, you say, okay, let me go back to the board. You have your final meeting with them. They sit you down and say, so I gave you money. I trusted you. You're a young guy, and I gave you the opportunity. Let me see the results. The work lies in your result. So when you said you got 300 engagement, that was kind of your benchmark, and you show up the next day, you got 750, you got comments, you got people talking about your product, you got shares, you got all this positive stuff rolling through because you undervaluated your expectations. That business owner is going to be thrilled to continue to give you your money, to continue to relying on you, and just continue to see growth. So guys, it's a long process. As a young person myself, I've been denied multiple times. I use that as power fuel to allow me to get going in my business journeys, no matter what it is. And currently in my SMMA journey today, I'm trying to start this agency is a lot harder than I've been. Thinking it's currently going pretty smooth. Managing this one content still and continuing to grow as I'm going to school. I'm also going multiple businesses I'm currently dealing with right now. So I'm just going to be scaling as well, and I want to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. But that's how you deal with rejection at a young age. What if someone doesn't trust you? What if someone doesn't let you provide a service? Don't back down. Continue to know your value, and more importantly, know that you can provide a quality service, and don't go selling something you don't believe in. That's kind of it, guys. Have a nice day. I'm gonna go out and go to work because it's Friday and it's about time to get going. So I'm gonna open the laptop up, get going. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and let me know what you think in the comments. Drop a like, drop a little subscription if you thought this was neat, and more importantly, hit me up on any of the social media platforms, whatever. I'll leave it all in the description as well. If you have any questions about your business, if you have any questions about what you're doing in your life, how to start a new business, anything business related, guys, me and you, we can have a chat. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning up, guys. You guys have an amazing weekend. Have a great freaking day. I love you. See ya.